Hello you guys! I want to say thank you for clicking on this video. If you clicked on this video, odds are you are probably a stay-at-home mom or a working mom, it doesn't really matter, that is kind of in search of a hobby to do that's just kind of your own thing, and you're looking for something new or just like inspiration to kind of make your life a little bit more exciting, a little more fun. I'm just gonna throw out some hobbies that I enjoy, and I have a few on the list that I don't do, but I know that some of my friends really enjoy. So let's get right into it because this is kind of a fun one. I'm really looking forward to sharing this with you guys. But I will get started with these. My first one is that I love to read. I have to be in a certain mood to read, but I know personally when I can dive into a good book, especially when I'm having an off day or like kind of a bad mood, just kind of jumping into another reality is kind of fun. I mean, some people read like self-help and that's all fine and dandy, but I like a good fiction book when I'm kind of wanting to bounce out of my reality and just, tune into something that's not what's going on at the moment. I mean, I love being a mom and a wife and it's beautiful, but sometimes you just need a little bit of fiction. I especially like romance novels. I know that they're a little cheesy and a little raunchy sometimes, but I like them. And if you're not into stuff like that, you can find a good little Nicholas Sparks book, or like I even have the Hunger Games series up on my shelf. Like I'm a wide range. I grew up when I was like a teen reading Hunger Games and Maze Runner and and Divergent and things like that. So reading is definitely fun. If you say, oh, I don't like reading, you can also do audiobooks or something like that just to kind of get you out of your own head for a little while. Number 2 is writing. This one used to be my personal favorite and I haven't been doing it as much. I'm trying to start getting back into it, is journaling or writing. I started out when I was little trying to write like short stories and different things, but I've noticed that when I can write out the things that I do during my day, I feel so much better. Like it almost just clears out everything. But this one is one that I don't write in as much, but it has like these little prompts. It says, today I feel good about something new I experienced today, the latest with friends and family, today's news and weather happenings, just things like that. And I really enjoy it. It's really cute. My grandma got it for me for Christmas. But then I write in this one more often. I write monthly goals and different ways to break up my goals into bite-sized pieces so I actually do them. And so that's what that journal is for, or just writing about milestones for the kids or myself, and I just really super enjoy it. Another one that I really enjoy and I do daily, and I actually have started selling them at a local coffee shop, so that was something new this year, is knitting. I make scarves. That's the only thing I make. Some people make like little animals and like sweaters and everything. I just straight up use 2 knitting needles and make scarves all the time. I'm actually propping you guys up on 2 large containers that one has my finished scarves in them and the other one has a ton of yarn. And so if you guys are ever interested in seeing my stash, I can get it out. But I have 2 finished scarves right here that I can show you. I really love multicolored ones. Rarely do you see me doing a solid color one unless somebody orders it. But this one reminds me of Easter and I just finished it. And I will have to say, this is my favorite hobby. And I really enjoyed it. I have sold, I think 7 in the coffee shop within the past 3 months, which may not sound like a ton, but I mean, it's just fun to let them be sitting over there instead of in a tote, or have to take everything to a craft fair and then put it all back away. They can just stay in the coffee shop, and I will probably have them there till maybe March 1st, unless I realize that March is going to be like colder, and then I might leave them there until like mid-March. I'll just wait it out and see how the weather is going to be. And then number 4, I don't know if I've been numbering, I can't remember, but I have really gotten into going to the gym. Sorry, my nose itches. I don't know if that is even a hobby, but I really love tracking my progress going to the gym, pushing myself just a hair further every single day, or when I don't really feel that great, like I know that my cycle is coming, my menstrual cycle, I will slow down a little bit and give myself some grace, but just going and getting moving every morning. I did take a break today because we didn't know what time the snow was going to start, and I could have totally went because it didn't start until about noon, and they said anywhere between 8 a.m. and 11, and so I usually get up at 8:30 and get back home before 11, so I was like, I missed my whole window because they were doing their best to track the storm, but it didn't work out. So yes, reading, writing, going to the gym, and knitting. Those are my favorites. Now I'm going to throw out some that I have seen be very, very popular amongst my friends, my Facebook friends, and just mom groups in general, is gardening. I know that's coming up very, very soon for us. Well, I guess not very soon because it's snowing outside, but in like 2 months, people will be planting seeds, and my parents actually started a garden 2 years ago, and they do really, really well. They plant like squash and watermelons, tomatoes, several things. I think it's like 4 or 5 different things. I'll have to refresh my memory, but they're always like giving us freshly grown things. I grew up with my grandfather living up the driveway from us, and he always had beautiful tomato plants and squash plants and just abundance all the time. And he definitely had a green thumb, and my dad just kind of found out a couple years ago that he had a pretty green thumb, but he started his own business, and that's why some of these hobbies you won't have time for as a stay-at-home mom. But my parents being empty nesters and my dad having his own business and making his own hours, he started gardening and realized he loved it. So I said all that to say that you might like it too, even though in the moment you might be like, not really into that kind of thing. You might be. Baking or making sourdough. I have a friend that actually started a in-home bakery, and every time she posts something, I want to like hit her up and be like, I need that in my life. I mean, my budget can't handle it right now, but soon when I get a little bit extra funds coming in, I'm definitely going to try some of her baked goods. And sourdough is something that's super popular right now that I can't seem to really get into, but maybe one day. But right now I'm just like, I'll buy the bread from the store, or I might make like a pumpkin loaf or something every now and then, but I'm not really into being in the kitchen. I cook a couple times a day. I do the dishes. I clean up the kitchen and everything, but I get so tired of being in the kitchen. I'm not trying to sound lazy or anything like that. I just don't enjoy cooking, but I'm pretty decent at it. Like, I'm pretty good at it. I just don't love it. Also, painting just for fun. That can be something too. I really don't know a lot of people that paint anymore, but I see some really talented people on like TikTok and Facebook. And never worry if you start a hobby and you're not as great as other people are at it, because none of that matters. All that matters is you're having fun and that you can see your progress. So that's all I have to say about that. And another one too is this YouTube channel. And I had another YouTube channel that I posted like travel and like food reviews, but motherhood and health and homeschool and everything has my heart right now. And so that's what this channel is about, and I have really enjoyed making videos for this channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little scatterbrained and I forgot to number things after a while, but I hope you guys could follow along a little bit. And I want you guys to tell me your favorite hobbies down below, and I appreciate y'all. If you like the content, please subscribe. There is a ton of content already up, so just look through it and see what you like, and I appreciate you being here. Bye.